Yeah.
Okay, so very good evening to all of you. And you can see in the screen we have quite a young, energetic bunch of faculties who is laying the foundation of Actuators Education Institute for quite a long period of time, and they are continuing to do so. एक बार स्क्रीन शेयर मत करो अभी. So these are the faculties. They will be taking classes for entrance exam of IAI, and this time it's a revamp of our entire ACET curriculum. So we have some new faculties as well. I can see Kaushal sir is there. Then Saurav sir is also there. And Siddharth sir is well known for his classes of CS1. I think CS2 also you take. That's cool.
Yeah.
And of course, we have our ranker Vandita ma'am. She's a CA qualified as well as full actuary qualified, right? She's right now placed in Bangalore, I guess, Vandita. Okay, that's great. So, Devansh will head towards the session. I wish all the best to all the faculties as well as students. Hope you have a very good learning session with our faculties. Every faculty will be moving as per their plan, which they will discuss you today. But they will be showcasing the entire journey of upcoming 2.5 months, 3 months, and we'll move in that fashion. Devan sir will also take you through the dashboard and all the facilities we provide to our students, like you can put up their queries in our dashboard, and किस तरीके से आपको classes वगैरह करना है, recorded, live, and how things will move on, कितना practice करना पड़ेगा, right? So we'll start with Devan sir, and then everyone will get a chance to speak on this subject. And basically आप लोग students को पूरा idea मिल जाएगा आज कि अपने कैसे एसेट को लेके मूव करने वाले हैं, right? Because this is the entrance STEM which Indian Institute has made it mandatory for the students to give, and a lot of other insights also which our faculties will give during the session, right? So I think that's it, and a great beginning for our for your actual career, right? And we have Prachi ma'am also with us for who is taking care of LR and DI part. So it's over now to Devansh. So Devansh, can you please
Yeah.
take to the session, right? And students, please, अगर आपको एक बार में क्रैक करना है तो फैकल्टीज जैसा बता रहे हैं आपको उस हिसाब से पूरा प्लानिंग करके चलना है. And you have bunch of new young talents in this entire class. They have recently just given their both exam. So they're very great minds, young minds, fresh mind. So इनके साथ आपको और भी अच्छा मजा आने वाला है, right? So I just take leave on now, and Devansh will continue. Thank you so much. Myself, Ankit Patwari. I am also one of the faculties for the institute. Chaliye. So Devansh, now you can take care. Okay.
Okay, sir. Yeah. Thanks for the great start to the session. So first of all, welcome everyone. This is an entirely new batch which you will be starting off. Most probably your exams are going to be in the May attempt or in the June attempt. So first of all, what is exactly ACET? ACET is actual common entrance test which you guys would be given as an entrance exam for your IIA exams. So first and foremost, let us just discuss some of the nitty-gritties of the exam. So firstly, these exams are conducted in a single day. This would be done in a very single day, and this would be a 3-hour exam which you guys will have to give. And the paper pattern would be that it would be 100-mark exams, and you would have 45 questions which would be a 1 marker each, 20 questions which would be of 2 marks each, and you would have 5 questions which would be of 3 marks each. And the pass mark for the exam would be 50. So irrespective of how much marks you are storing in each and every section, if you are storing above 50, you would be considered as pass. And once you have cleared ACET, you would be eligible for the future actuarial papers. And I had given ACET, and alongside me, Prachi ma'am have given ACET, Kaushal sir has given ACET, and your Vandita ma'am obviously have given ACET and secured AIR1 in ACET as well. So you have a great list of faculties who have given ACET. So what is the composition of the subjects that you have in ACET? So firstly, you have 5 subjects which are there in your ACET. Firstly, you have data interpretation, LR, which is logical reasoning, English, maths, and statistics. So the weightage would be something which is obviously displayed on the screen. You would have 30% weightage to mathematics, 30% weightage to statistics, 10% weightage to LR, and 15% weightage to DI, and 15% weightage to English. So it is a very exhaustive syllabus, I know, and you have a lot of different aspects which you would be have to cover. However, we have a very structured, we have a very exhaustive plan which we are going to follow in the coming 3 to 4 months, and we will ensure that you guys pass. So here is a list of faculties who would be taking care of the subjects. We would be starting with maths. In maths, you have Vandita ma'am, Paushal sir, and Saurav sir, who would be taking your classes for mathematics. And for statistics, you have Siddharth sir, me, and Saurav. Then in English, you have Itika Surita ma'am, and in LR and DI, as sir said, you would have Prachi Patwari ma'am. So before that, let us just discuss some of the basics of ACET. In ACET examination, it has been seen that there is no fixed syllabus which you guys have. However, the questions, as we have seen that in the past, questions have come beyond the syllabus as well, and we have tried to cover as much as possible. We have given questions beyond the syllabus as well, and we have seen questions which are very in depth of the syllabus as well. And in the past as well, what we had done was that we tried to cover as many parts as we can. Along with that, we also gave you, we had also tried to provide you with enough logical reasoning, with enough mindset, so that you can tackle the questions even if it is out of your syllabus. Okay. So let us start with what we are going to do in the next coming 3 months. So I will be starting with myself. So what I am going to do is that in the coming 3 months, I will be taking your stats, as I said. So we will be covering probability in the next 3 classes. The initial 3 classes will be discussing about some of the basic probability, some of the advanced probability, including Bayes theorem, including conditional probabilities and everything, which you guys might have done in class 12 level. However, we would be assuming that you guys have zero knowledge about this, and we'll be starting from scratch. And then we'll be moving on to discrete random variables. We'll be doing 2 classes on discrete random variables, 2 classes on continuous random variable, 3 classes on discrete probability, 4 classes on discrete probability distributions, and 4 classes of continuous probability distributions. And these topics, this random variable, continuous random variable, discrete probability distributions, continuous probability distributions, you guys would be dealing with this at CS1 level as well. So do not feel that once you have done ACET, these topics would be redundant for you in the future. These topics won't be redundant for you. These topics would repeat itself, not just in CS1, but at CS2 level as well, and at CM2 as well, CM2 level as well. So these are very extremely important topics which you guys will have to cover. Okay. Now, I would like to call Siddharth sir so that he can introduce himself and give a brief about what he would be doing in the upcoming classes. Siddharth sir, I would like to hear.
Sure. Thanks, Devansh. Hello, everyone. Hi, my name is Siddharth. I've been teaching um, as a part of AI for the past couple of years, or more than that. Yeah. So my core, like what I like to call as my expertise, as you say, would be statistics. Yeah. So in line with that, I'll be teaching you a few statistics topics. Yeah. That would cover permutations, correlation, and regression. Again, as Devansh said about the other topics as well, these would be topics that uh, would be sort of uh, slightly known to you as well, especially say permutations and combinations, something you would have done in your +2 level. But yeah, these are uh, very useful for you for the actual papers as well, especially say chapters like correlation and regression. Uh, what we try to do is start from scratch, try to explain as much as possible, right? Make sure you are very good with concepts so that no matter what the institute presents us with, something even they have not set in the last year, in the question papers of last year, we'll try our best to make sure that you are very strong with concepts so that no matter what, we can solve those questions, right? So yeah, that's going to be our plan for the for 14, 15 classes. What we'll try to do is we'll try to go through each topic first, get the concepts covered, and then try to solve sums pertaining to them. Yeah, that's that's from my side.
Yeah. So basically, as we said, that statistics is one of the most important topics that you would guys would be doing. As an actuary, you guys would be dealing with a lot of mathematics and a lot of statistics in your future journeys. So it is very important that you guys have a clear base with respect to the statistics, right? So The next thing that we would be moving on to is that we'll be obviously I would be moving to other faculties as well. Just a small announcement that I would be covering about the website and as of our dashboard as well at the end, so that we have a clear cut idea about what we are going to deal with and about the doubt sessions and everything at the very end, so that you guys have a clear idea about it. Yeah. The next thing, next I would invite Vandita ma'am to speak about what she would be dealing with. Yeah. Over to Vandita ma'am.
Hi everyone, good evening. As you can see, I will be looking after certain topics from your mathematics curriculum, and in that, we'll begin with trigonometry. So, trigonometry is a topic that is not usually seen separately or independently in the ACET papers, but it is a part of many other topics. For example, across calculus, you will see that you will face a lot of trigonometric ratios and identities, etc. So we'll kick off by doing a quick revision of trigonometry. And after that, we'll move on with calculus. So we begin with limits and derivatives. So you can see that in between the topics, I've also kept some doubt classes wherein we will be taking up doubts as well as doing a few practice sums. After derivatives, we'll move on to integration. And inside integration, it's not just the integration you have done in your plus two, but also a few new topics, also a few series, etc., that we'll come up with as we move on with the syllabus. Thank you.
Yeah. So, as we said that over the past years, we have seen that in the past papers, when whether it is mathematics or whether it is statistics, it has been seen that they have asked questions beyond the subject's level knowledge that you guys had at plus two level. Like for example, if I were to take integration, they had given you questions on trapezoid rule, on Simpson's one third, Simpson three eighth rule, and Taylor series, binomial theorem. Everything has been given at your maths level, which you might not have come across at your plus two level, which is what we are going to give a lot of focus on. Right. Next, I would like to invite Kaushal sir so that he can discuss what he would be covering in his portion.
So, hello everyone. My topics will be, as you can see on the screen, it will be relation and functions, series, matrices and vectors. Relation and function are mainly the topics in which we make relations between some numbers and everything. Series are mainly the AP, you can say as AP or GP. Okay, and matrices as you have done in till your plus two level, but we will go some more depth into it, and also the vectors. Vectors are must be a new topic for some, and it can be a it will be a nice topic to study as vectors have many questions in the exam. In the past, many questions have come from vector part. Last three classes I have kept as a revision. If you have any doubts, we can then cover at that point. That's all.
Yes. So as Kaushal sir said, that some of the topics like vectors. So if you are from ISC background, then I don't think that you guys must have come across vectors ever. So what I would recommend is that you guys focus a lot on vectors if this is the first time if this is the first time you're coming across this topic, because in the past it has been seen that there was a guaranteed question on vectors every single term. Like for in the previous attempt, it was seen that 3 to 4 questions were given from vectors. So if I were in your shoe, I would have given a lot of paid a lot of attention in Kaushal sir's class. Right. Next, I would like to invite Saurav sir so that he can discuss what he would be doing in his classes. But before that, sorry to interrupt, but before that, what I would be doing is that just to say that Saurav sir would be involved in your maths and stats, so he would be explaining what he would be doing in mathematics as well as in statistics. Right? Yeah.
So hello everyone, I am going to teach you set, spread of data, data diagram, algebra. Basically, set is the most important thing which you have to learn in your statistics or in your actual journey. As stat make the basis of your how you connect to the other datas, like you have to learn union integration, and basically you have to learn all the symbols or the things which have you used in your math and that etc. And we have also made the previous year question, and I also solved the MCQ bank question, and at last I made a doubt session classes, so that we you have a doubt you can clear it. And that's all from my side.
Okay. So yeah, as I said, that data is one of the most important thing that you guys would be covering in as an actuary. So you guys do should focus a lot on data, and as he said, that previous year papers are very 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 important. That no matter what questions we are dealing in the classes, if previous year questions are not solved, then it would be really difficult for you to solve it in the exams. So do attend these session. Okay. Next, I would like to invite Prachi ma'am to come up and speak about her subjects. Yeah.
Thank you, Devansh. So I will be taking like LRDI topic. So in this, I will be teaching these topics like number series sequence, then data interpretation, and LRDI is most scoring part, and it saves lot of time also. So I'll be like advising you to attend the class and learn the concept, and then we will be solving a few MCQs also. So that will help to sharpen our concepts. So this is how I will be taking you through. So sitting arrangement, binary logic, then we will be solving few year papers also. Then DI will be also there, like where we will be solving complex cases as well as simple graphs and all. Right? So DI, like in DI, you are allowed to use calculator. So it will be very time saving for you, and plus it will be very scoring. So just to understand the concept will be very helpful for you. So thank you, Devansh.
Okay. So yeah, as ma'am said, that DI and LR is one of the most important topic because simply speaking, it is very, very, very storing. And and ideally, we would expect that given the amount of coaching that we would be providing, given the amount of training that we would be providing you guys should be at a place where you are storing the highest marks or at least full marks in this in these topics. And data, I would like to say, is data is one of the most important thing that you would be working with on as an actuary. That even now we have seen that there are actuaries who are involved just in the field of data science. So you can imagine how important this data field is. And as Piyush Verma said in Shark Tank, that data is the new blood of the industry. So at the very least, everyone should know how to analyze the data. And if you do not know how to analyze the data, you might not be able be even be eligible for basic level jobs. So not to scare you guys, obviously we would be there for you guys. So next, we would like to invite Itira ma'am so that she can guide us on what she would be doing.
Hello, everyone. Good evening, and thank you for the opportunity. So, I'll be dealing with the English portion of ACET, and I like to rely a lot on the previous year paper. So, along with the previous year paper, which I have mentioned in almost all of my classes, I would like to introduce one topic each on a regular basis. Although I really don't focus on one topic in the sense that we just continue with it monotonously, but rather I tend to mix a few things together so that students enjoy the class and they get hold of different topics at the same time. The paper has almost all the topics covered. Therefore, I tend to do one practice paper so that they get hold of the content, the type, and the level of the questions as well. Because English is a very wide subject, we can say, although it is basically grammar and verbal analogy, but we do not really know exactly which 20 questions or which 20 words that we do, and that might just pop up in the question. So the level is very important, and we tend to go. We will go through analogy, facts, inference, judgment, jumble sentences, idioms, one-word substitutions. The basic prepositions and articles are also seen in the paper these days. So we'll have to tackle those things as well. Homophones, the similar sounding words and similar spelling ones also. Phrasal verbs, which are commonly misunderstood. And we do obviously will always have a doubt clearing session towards the end and towards the beginning of the session as well. And that should be all. I think with enough revision on your own part and doubt clearing sessions, you should be in a good shape, everybody. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So I would like to thank every faculty for joining in for this session. Obviously, I what I would be doing right now is that I would be giving the students just a fact about what we would be dealing in the coming 3 months, and I would be giving them a guide on how to use our platform, how to use the dashboard that has been given that we have developed. So yeah, each and every subject nonetheless is very 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 important, and you guys will have to focus on each one of them so that you guys are good to go. And I don't want any one of you guys to fail this paper just because you guys did not pay any enough attention to a particular topic, or you guys felt that अरे ये तो बाद में कर लेंगे. So I don't want you guys to be in such position. So what we have done is that we would be discussing in depth about all the topics that are there, and some topics would be covered in the live classes, and you guys will have to follow the recorded classes as well. Obviously, we would be guiding you guys on how to follow the live classes and how to follow the recorded classes as well. And nonetheless, I would request every student, irrespective of whether they have done any of the recorded classes or whether they have done any of the live classes or not, to join in for the live classes. And if they have any doubt, they have an ample amount of opportunities which they can utilize to ask the questions from the faculty itself. So one of the ways is that one of the very easy way which they can do is that they can join in the session, they can join in the live session of that respective faculty and ask the doubt at the very end. Obviously, each and every faculty member would provide you with the opportunity to ask your doubts at the end of the session. And the other opportunity which you can utilize is our dashboard. So yeah, so this is the dashboard which you guys would have. Let me just, yeah. So this is the dashboard which you guys would have. And trust me when I say this, a lot of hard work and a lot of dedication has went into making this platform. And trust me when I say this, even I am a student right now and I have utilized this to the 100% opportunity and I 100% of its potential. And I would want you guys to utilize it as well. So just to show you how powerful this platform is going to be, so obviously you guys will have to log into the actuatorseducation.com and log in using the credentials which you must have received on your mail. And once you have logged into this website, you can go to my papers, then to ACET. And once you have logged into the ACET, once you have went to the ACET platform, this is how the platform would look like. Every single details about the timetable, about the classes would be uploaded here itself. So whether you want to know the classes only ki nahi honge, so we do not want any of the messages coming to us saying ki sir class only ki nahi honge aaj. Obviously you can just simply go up to the website and check for yourself whether class honge ki nahi honge, and be updated, be updated on the community as well कि हम लोग का पास में WhatsApp community है where we would be regularly updating about the classes there as well. So two opportunities, you have two sections, two places where you can get to know about the live classes. One is the website itself, website where you have the class schedule which you can follow, and on top of that you also have the WhatsApp community. So closely follow both of them so that you have an idea about when the classes are going to happen and if the classes are going to happen. Okay. Next is that you have a help and support section. So let's say if you have a general query, whether it is regarding the IEA, whether you want to know how to proceed further or anything like that, you can contact us through this help and support. Or if you have any technical issues in your platform, in your device, you're more than welcome to contact us through this help and support section, where you can just raise a ticket and we would get back to you as soon as we can. Next, you have the study material section, which wherein what you can do is that you can log into this study material section and every material that would be discussed in the class would be uploaded here itself. Right. In the previous batch wherein I was teaching both math and stats, what I did was that I made the notes in the class itself and then I shared the notes with the student right after the classes not ended. So these notes are available here. Next, any material that we would be providing you guys or any material that we have would be uploaded here as well. So you guys will have to check both the study material section so that you guys do have the access to the relevant materials which would be helpful for you guys. And any practice paper which you want to attempt would be available here as well and in the test ban section as well. So you can follow that. Next, you have the test ban. So this test bank is one of the best accessory which you guys will have access to. So under this test bank section, we have developed this portal in such a way so that you guys have exam style pattern MCQs. कि जैसे एग्जाम में होता है वैसे ही यहाँ पे भी होने वाला है. Like for example, if I were to give an example of the mod test that we have, so these are all the mod papers that we have uploaded. As we said at the time of the admission as well, that we will be providing 20 plus mod papers to you guys, and we have delivered that promise. कि हम लोग के पास में 20 plus mod papers है which you guys can attempt. Like for example, if you were to consider this paper, इसका timing 3 hours रहेगा and March 70 and all है, उसको March में एक बार avoid करिए, खाली timing भी देखिए तो 3 hours का timing रहेगा. You can take the test 3 hours रहेगा. Obviously just note down the time at which you are starting because ये लो जो है बहुत punctual रहने वाला है. After 3 hours the test will automatically close. तो आपको आराम से देख के करना पड़ेगा कि आपका सही से हो रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा है. Like for example, if I were to take the exam, yeah. So let's say अगर हम क्विज स्टार्ट करता है तो ऐसा ही एग्जाम प्लेटफॉर्म would be available to you guys at the time of the actual exam as well. कि this is how the portal would look like, wherein you will have the question and you will have the options as well. You can mark any of the option and then move ahead. ऐसे यार आगे मूव करना है. And one thing which we haven't discussed is that you guys will have to attempt all the questions which would be given to you in the exam, because negative marking यहाँ नहीं होता है. So you can mark any of the question at random. Although I do hope so that each and every question जिस जो भी आप attempt करते हो, you guys have a knowledge about that particular question कि कहाँ से आया है, and तुक्का मारने का need ना ही पड़े. Next, however, अगर ऐसा कभी need आता भी है, तो randomly कोई भी mark कर देना and move ahead because there is no negative marking. Next, next we would like to discuss about other section as well. Like let's say if you do not want to attempt the entire question paper, you are not at the position right now to attempt the entire question paper, you want to attempt only a particular section of that particular section of that syllabus. So you can go to the MCQ band which we have, and therein you would find that the questions are uploaded on the basis of each and every section. जैसे कौशल सर ने बताया that he would be dealing with relations and functions, so relation and function questions यहाँ पे मिलेगा आपको. Let's say that I said that I would be discussing about probabilities, right? Probability, and so that sir say that he would be doing permutation combinations. So those topics would be, those questions would be would be uploaded under this section. And if I were to select, so there are more than 2400 questions on this MCQ, right? Latest हम check किया था तो I guess 2000 plus था, but I guess they had been uploading questions ever since in this platform. So 2000 plus questions MCQ bank है, which you guys can attempt any time which you want to. Once you have taken the admission with us, once you have enrolled with us, you guys will have access to 2000 plus MCQs. In fact, 2400 plus MCQs है यहाँ पे, which you guys can attempt anytime you want to. And as I said, that you guys would have access to mock test. So चाहे वो रात्र 2 बज रहा हो, चाहे रात्र 3 बज रहा हो, you guys don't have to wait for us. You guys can start with the mock test and be done with it. Next, any other class link that which would be available, our class link using which you want to join the classes would be available here. I'm not doing it because if I do it, then obviously यहाँ पे Google Meet खुल जाएगा. So यहाँ पे खाली you guys will have to press the class link and you would that Google Meet का जो भी रहेगा वो अपने आप ही आपके वो एंड में खुल जाएगा. तो आपको खाली वहाँ जाके ज्वाइन करना होता है. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट यू गाइस विल हैव एक्सेस टू Q&A फोरम एज वेल. मेरे पास में यहाँ पे एक्सेस नहीं है क्योंकि एडमिन का एक्सेस है. सो यहाँ पे आपके पास में Q&A फोरम का भी एक्सेस रहेगा, वेयर इन व्हाट यू कैन डू इज दैट यू कैन जस्ट पोस्ट योर डाउट्स, एंड आई वुड हाईली रिकमेंड दैट posting your doubts on the Q&A forum, because if you guys are posting your doubts, not just the faculty members but also your fellow students would be seeing your doubts, and I would encourage other students as well to answer the queries of their fellow students, बिकॉज इससे क्या होगा कि आपका कंसेप्चुअल क्लैरिटी बहुत अलग लेवल पे सॉल्व हो जाएगा, राइट? कि जैसे मेरा CP2 का भी एग्जाम था, राइट? इन द नवंबर अटेम्प्ट आई हैड माय CP2 का एग्जाम एंड आई डिड दैट. आई यूज्ड टू आंसर द क्वेश्चंस दैट वर प्रॉम्प्टेड, दैट वर पोस्टेड बाय अदर कैंडिडेट, अदर स्टूडेंट्स, एंड बहुत अच्छा से मेरा कंसेप्चुअल क्लैरिटी बहुत ज़्यादा क्लियर हो गया था. So I would recommend कि आप लोग भी यही करो. Post your queries on the Q&A forum. You guys can post a image if you want to. And however, I would recommend the posting the image of this question and the solution as well. And वहाँ पे अपना छोटा में doubt लिख देना कि what is the doubt which you are facing. And for other student, as I said, that I would urge you guys to answer the questions which are posted by your fellow students. ठीक है? And yeah, you guys can have a long discussion about it in the Q&A forum itself, and you would be surprised कितना ज़्यादा successful ये बाकी सारा paper से हुआ है. And I don't know how you guys have done it up until now, but coming forward from ACET up until the up until this SP level paper, this is the pattern which you guys would be following. कि कोई भी doubt होता है, you can guys can post it in the Q&A forum and get it solved by other fellow members and by the faculty members as well. कि हम लोग strongly advised रहते हैं faculty members to check the Q&A forum after every 4 to 5 days, and if any doubts are coming there, they can discuss it at the end of the classes or any doubt classes. Like बहुत सारे जितने faculty members है, they have specific doubt classes which they have arranged. So other faculty members, what they would be doing, including me, is that they would be taking up any doubts कि अगर उनको लगता है कि this is the doubt which no other faculty members or no other students have addressed it so far, they can take it up at the end of their class or whenever it is suitable for them and answer it then. कि अगर ऐसा होता है कि let's say मेरे को Q's में को doubt आता है, I can post it in the Q&A forum and wait for other students to answer that question. And let's say अगर कोई student answer नहीं करता या फिर अगर answer करता है and it was not up to the mark, then the faculty member, which is Prachi ma'am, she can just simply take up that question and answer that question while she is discussing Q's. तो ऐसे करके we can manage and अपने आगे चल के continue करेंगे. And as we said, the live classes में we would be discussing about the concepts. However, you guys would still have to follow the recorded lectures. And वो कैसे follow करना live classes and recorded lectures का perfect जो blend हम लोग बताएंगे आपको, you guys will have to follow according to that. हम लोग का प्रॉपर प्लानिंग रहेगा एज वी हैव डिस्कस राइट एट द वेरी आउटसेट कि ये क्लासेस हम करवाएंगे, इतना क्लासेस हर चीज के ऊपर में होगा, एंड वी वुड बी डीलिंग विद ऑल द टॉपिक्स इन मच 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 मोर डिटेल. So this is it from my side. If any of the faculty members want to say something, then they are more than welcome to. So yeah, so this is it from our side, and we do hope that you have an incredible journey with us from ACET level till the SP level, till the SA level, and till the associate level and the fellow level. Thank you.